Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicholas Roy. I'd like to begin by saying what a privilege it is to be chosen as Keystone student speaker for today's event. A big thank you to everyone for coming. It's so great to see such a full house of so many inspiring people. Today, I've been asked to share my story and talk about the impact the Keystone Trust has had on my family and I. So here is my journey thus far. I'm a proud Southland boy, born and bred. Home for me is a small country town called Riversdale, population around 500. I credit the person that I am today entirely to my parents. Mum worked as a teacher aide at the local school and Dad ran his own one-man contracting business. Growing up, my sister and I were always lucky to have parents who put us first. Mum and Dad always showed us kids support and love, and I always felt secure. I attended Riversdale Primary School, where I got involved in all sorts of sports, especially rugby. But Mum, much to my dismay at the time, also pushed me towards more cultural opportunities like speech competitions and school productions. Believe me, I wasn't thrilled when she used to make me stand up in front of the TV during ad breaks to rehearse speeches in front of the family. But looking back, those experiences really paid off. I ended up making it to regional speech finals, and the more public speaking I did, the less daunting it became. What once felt intimidating and scary slowly began to feel more manageable. After primary school, I moved on to St. Peter's College in Gore. Coming from Little Riversdale and transitioning to school in Gore felt like I was moving to the big smoke.
You were.
It felt like it. High school was an exciting and nerve-wracking step, but it brought new mates, challenges, and opportunities. I threw myself into everything, from academics, public speaking, Duke of Edinburgh awards, playing first 11 hockey, and captaining the first 15. I've always had a deep love for rugby, but we all know how brutal the game can be on the body. In one game, after a big tackle, I managed to break my collarbone for the second time. As I walked off the field towards the medic, I thought I might receive a bit of sympathy. Instead, everyone seemed more concerned about a lady who was passed out in the hedge. Turns out, Mum had heard my collarbone snap and felt so faint that she decided the hedge was the safest place to have a wee lie down. So despite me being the one with the broken bone, Mum somehow managed to steal all the medical attention, much to my dismay. I also endeavoured to take every opportunity that was thrown my way, even if that meant stepping out of my comfort zone. My mates often dig up old photos of me on stage covered in makeup for the musical Grease, much to my horror. But it was taking these opportunities, big or small, comfortable or uncomfortable, that enabled me to grow, to lead, and contribute to my school community. Life was going well until October 2020 when tragedy struck. My dad and I were riding dirt bikes together on a trail ride just south of Dunedin when he got clipped by another rider and came off his bike. His injuries were unfortunately so severe that he passed away. It was a moment that completely flipped my world upside down. As a young 16-year-old boy, losing my old man was beyond anything I could have expected. But in the darkest time, our local community, family and friends stepped up in ways I could never have imagined to help carry us through those incredibly hard months. With Dad gone, Mum suddenly found herself a solo parent, and my sister left home for Lincoln University. Our tight-knit family of 4 had become a house of 2. That shift was tough, but my dad had set us up well, and my mum is the strongest woman I know. She continues to put my sister and I first through everything, and I'm endlessly grateful for all that she has done. She is my role model, my rock, and my biggest supporter. I'd also like to give Mum a massive shout out for making the trip up here today. It really means a lot. Despite the loss, I didn't want my future to change. Instead of staying caught up in grief, I stayed fully involved at school. And to top it off, I was honoured to be selected as head boy. This achievement meant so much to my family and I, and it was incredibly fulfilling to give back to the school that I loved. From an early age, I'd always planned to go to university, but the question was what to study. I enjoyed the outdoors, but also subjects like maths and physics. I even considered being an accountant, as exciting as that sounds. But the idea of being confined to an office all day just really didn't appeal.
There's some in here that like, there are some.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Halfway through year 13, I was still weighing up my options. But after a chat with a former head boy, Caleb Henry, who also happened to be a Keystone alumni, his proposal of surveying sounded like a great fit for me, as it encompassed both a mix of fieldwork and technical skills. Caleb also encouraged me to apply for a Keystone Trust scholarship. Following his advice, I submitted an application, not thinking much. But after a Zoom call with the selection panel, I was astounded to receive a phone call from Amanda congratulating me on being awarded one of the Keystone Study Awards. Now, 3.5 years into my degree, I'm happy to say that surveying was absolutely the right choice. Living and studying in Dunedin has been everything people said it would be and more. And yes, the stories you hear about rowdy students are definitely true, as are some of the horror-flatting experiences many students find themselves in, myself included. I can confidently say I wouldn't recommend sharing one small bathroom between 6 guys. But honestly, it's experiences like these that have made the last few years so memorable. My time at university has genuinely been some of the best years of my life. From building lifelong friendships, playing rugby, surviving long nights of study, trying to meet deadlines, to simply growing as a person. These past few years have been incredibly rewarding. And while Dunedin has become a second home, I still love heading back to Southland during the university break, where I work in the shearing shed crutching sheep. It's hard, physical work, and definitely a change of pace from the lectures and assignments. While the money is good, the shearing shed is not always pretty, especially after getting compiler backed a couple of times and spending a couple of days very close to the bathroom. But it's hard work, good fun, and keeps me honest. Moving away from home for the first time teaches you a lot, and I'm no exception. I've learned how to study more effectively, manage my time, and maintain a healthy work-life balance. And even my cooking skills have improved along the way, although maybe my flatmates just don't have the heart to tell me what they really reckon. And through it all, the one constant has been Keystone. When I first heard about the trust, I thought I was applying for a regular scholarship, but I quickly learned that this is just so much more. Keystone has supported me, not only financially, but personally and professionally too. From Zoom catch-ups, site visits, regular check-ins and sponsor events, Keystone has given me opportunities I never expected. They truly put students at the heart of everything they do, and they create a sense of belonging that's really special. Among the many highlights, the Auckland trips are a personal favourite. Reconnecting with mates I've made through the trust and meeting other like-minded students is something I always enjoy. The Sponsor Awards evening is another standout, providing us with invaluable networking opportunities with some of the biggest names in the property industry. Amanda and the Keystone team regularly brave the Dunedin cold to come and visit us twice a year without fail. These visits often include getting taken out for lunch and incredible site visits. Most recently, we were given the opportunity to tour the new Dunedin Hospital project. Having exclusive access and insight into such a large and complex development was truly eye-opening. Experiences like these not only broaden our understanding of the industry, but also ignite even more passion for the careers we're all working towards. Although my time as a Keystone Scholar is slowly coming to an end, I know this isn't goodbye. I hope to stay involved as an alumni and give back to the trust that has given me so much. I'd love the opportunity to mentor others and help future students the way I was helped. To me, Keystone is far more than a scholarship, it's a whānau. Throughout this journey, I've had the privilege of meeting incredible people, and I know the relationships and connections I've built through Keystone will stay with me for life. So on behalf of all Keystone students, I want to sincerely thank the dedicated support team, sponsors, and everyone behind the scenes who makes this trust possible. Your support is the foundation of so many opportunities and experiences that many of us simply would not have had without Keystone. The impact you have had on my life and the lives of so many others is truly profound. Finally, I want to give a heartfelt thank you to Amanda and the team for believing in me and giving me this life-changing opportunity. I truly believe that without your support, I would not be where I am today, and for that, I will always be incredibly grateful. Thank you.